Potato is a root vegetable, native to the Americas. In 1536, Spanish conquistadors were introduced to potatoes and brought them to Europe. Sir Walter Raleigh introduced potatoes to Ireland in 1589 on 40,000 acres of land near Cork. Tomatoes, beans, avocados, peppers, corn came from South America, as well as chillies from Mexico, garlic, onions and spices from North Africa and Asia. To provide a synopsis of this important history, over 4,000 years ago, the spice trade began in the Middle East. The route was known as the Silk Road, where trade played a significant part in developing civilizations of China, India, Egypt, Persia, Arabia, and Rome. It connected Asia with the Mediterranean world, including North Africa and Europe. In the 1st century BC, the Roman Empire established a trading center in Egypt and was in control of all spices entering the Greco-Roman world. Over the centuries, various groups sought control of the spice trade. Venice became the primary trade port for spices going to Western and Northern Europe. The 15th century then became the European Age of Discovery, as Christopher Columbus voyaged in search of India only by chance to stumble upon the Americas. Columbus found fruits and vegetables native to the Americas and brought them to Spain. Between 1500 and 1650, the Spanish brought 181 tons of gold and 16,000 tons of silver from the New Worlds known as the Americas. That gold in today's currency is estimated to be around $4 billion. The silver would be worth around $7 billion. In 1695, English pirates aggressively obtained gold, silver and precious stones from a large Indian trading ship, the Ganges Sawal. The wealth from one ship in a single day had an estimated value of $400 million in modern times. Under British rule, large quantities of wealth was taken from India, including valuables such as icons, statues, scrolls and books from the treasures of Indian kings, temples, landlords, schools, colleges, charitable institutions, and the common people. Gold was found in South Africa by Jan Gerrit Banjes between 1840 and 1914. Approximately half of the world's gold was mined from South Africa's Golden Ark. It was fully acknowledged by 1886 that there was a large, rich deposit of gold in Witwatersrand, South Africa. For deeper insight, ancient Greeks mined gold throughout the Mediterranean and Middle East region by 550 BC. Prior to this, gold had always been valuable to humans worldwide, even before it became money, as it was considered a desirable commodity. Gold measured out became money in ancient Greece. The first money, in the form of a gold coin, appeared about 700 BC. Trinidad and Tobago, an early source of asphalt binder, under British rule, supplied about 90% of all asphalt worldwide from 1875 to 1900. The asphalt was produced from a lake with an area covering 115 acres. The lake contained about 8 million metric tons of asphalt. This asphalt was used to build pavements and roads. Additionally, the British developed the Caribbean sugar trade, using their plantation economy, becoming an exporter of sugar and coffee agriculture to Europe. The mid-19th century sought to develop the oil industry. It has fueled transport, generated electricity, run factories and machines, used as a raw material for fertilizer and an ingredient in producing plastics. So where does most of our oil come from? The largest oil reserves can be found in Venezuela, holding 304 billion barrels. a 17.5% share of the entire global resource, having the largest oil reserves in the world. Saudi Arabia holds just under 298 billion barrels, a 17.2% share of the global total. Canada has just under 170 billion barrels, a 9.8% share of the global resource. Iran, approximately 156 billion barrels, 9% of the world's share. Iraq, 145 billion barrels, 8.4% global share. Russia, 107 billion barrels, 6.2% of the worldwide total. Kuwait, holding just under 102 billion barrels, 5.9% share of the global total. United Arab Emirates, approximately 98 billion barrels, a 5.6% share of the global total. United States, just under 69 billion barrels, 4% of the global total. Libya, the largest deposit in Africa, holds 2.8% of the world's proven resource. I have only listed the top 10 countries with the largest oil reserves. The continent that has the most oil is Africa. It is accounted for more than 7.9 million barrels per day, approximately 9.6% of world output, although the top oil-producing country in the world is the United States, averaging 19.47 million barrels per day, 19% of the world's production. So why have I brought this information to your attention? Sometimes, in order to understand the present, we need to look at the past. Looking at the world from an objective view allows one to see what has led to modern times, where and how trade began, where resources originated from, leading to the wealth of the world presented today. A lot of this history seems to be left out and untaught, and I have only provided a brief synopsis. It goes deeper than this. Fortunately, an individual can search out this important history using internet services should they wish, as it will allow one to think out of the box, look at the world from a bird's eye point of view, and form opinions. It is like a puzzle that comes together and then presented with a clearer picture. In my opinion, from an objective point of view, while reviewing the past, it appears to me that civilizations were disrupted and uprooted, bringing cultures together, which created a global system based on money, power, leading to selfish desire. This system seems to have brought upon the world controlled societies, and as time progresses, it makes you wonder where all this power and control will eventually lead. We know in the Bible that ancient Babylon had a system of power which eventually reaped consequences. Jeremiah chapter 51 verses 6 to 8 states, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed." I have provided references in the description area for further in-depth research. God bless.